Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared RAND. Welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Saturday, June 28, 2025, after 3:15 p.m. Eastern. Obey no orders except those from within. The only God is life itself. Truth is within. Do not look for it elsewhere. Love is prayer. Emptiness is the door to truth. It is the means, the end, and the achievement. Life is here and now. Live fully awake. Do not swim, float. Die each moment so that you are renewed each moment. Stop seeking that which is. Stop and see. Why do you believe that we experience suffering? I had that question come up. Why do we have to suffer? You want to make sure you're in a comfortable position. No outside distraction. Focused on your breath rising and falling. Relaxed into the body, still as a statue. Now, the reason we all experience suffering in life is because of one little thing: ignorance. You take the word ignore and add a little dance to it, you get ignorance. When we ignore the truth of our infinite being, our ignorance expands and soon transfers us onto the path of suffering. To transcend our ignorance and find spiritual freedom in your life again, the intention for a deeper awareness is needed. We must welcome the most profound state of consciousness we can imagine. By simply opening up to our consciousness, we can then do nothing. We can release anything instantly that would make us suffer. Nothing more than pure awareness is needed to transcend this illusion and rediscover the liberating truth of who we are. That each moment of our lives has the potentiality to become the most liberating, healing, enlightening experience we can handle. The more open, ready, and willing we are to receive something magnificent, the easier and faster the magic comes flooding in. When you are ready for enlightenment, it will find you. You don't have to go strive. You don't have to go strive for it. In fact, the harder you work for it, the further it moves away from you. Just make your priority a total relax. To totally relax and enjoy your life. Fully surrender to your real self. Explore who you truly are. What you really want. And what your purpose on earth actually is on a spiritual level. And life is wild, love is wild, God is absolutely wild, and those who are wild always reach enlightenment. Osho. You want to breathe these messages in. Breathe each one of these into your being. Inhale the feeling of information so that it spreads out into every cell in your body. Let it sink deep into your being so that it becomes a way of exploring the world. And you can make an affirmation out of it and make firm to yourself. that this, or better, is now true for me in this moment of life. And you enjoy it. You be open to the new and release your ego's need to be right about anything. Being right can be the hardest ego trip to get off of, and yet causes a major amount of suffering. If the ego believes it is wrong about any one little thing, it starts feeling insecure, and that you basically could be wrong about everything in your entire life. And whatever the mind believes is true always becomes our reality in that moment. The colored lens you perceive your world with today. Because how the world tends to appear for you tomorrow. If everyone around you from birth to death says that life is this hard, painful, and unfair experience, and you believe them, then how will you ever learn how to relax, let go, trust, and enjoy living in this amazing universe? Now, if we think we must fight to get what we want in this life, we end up manifesting a very serious, challenging ride. To experience love, enlightenment, and freedom, we must choose to step over our ego and be open to a completely new experience of life in each moment. Your inner and outer world is one massive playground. You learn how to be free and have fun within your life. Think of each new day as your chance to step on a very interesting and comical life stage. You can choose any hat to wear, lens to see through, or fascinating role to play. Because remember, you're the orchestrator. You're the creator. Nobody else is. Just you. It's not like something comes in and takes the reins. It's you. Always has been, always will be, ever, beyond, and forever. It just depends on what you want or desire, what you want to do. I mean, all of us have this kind of like it's kind of like a blank area. We know something there, but we haven't been able to uncover it. And all of this is about discovering all of it on who and what we are while we're in these bodies. People say, well, can't we do that before? Right? No. We have to do it while we're in the body. Let go of doing and practice simply being. Most of us are doing. We aren't simply being. It has become abnormal for people just to relax, sit still, be silent, and alone. Doaholics have become the societal norm. Many people avoid meditation because they think it is boring, and quite frankly, they don't have time for it, or feel they have failed at it, trying to quiet their mind after a few random attempts. And when we realize that all of our suffering, chaos, and illness in life is caused by our inability to quiet the mind. Now remember that. Illness, suffering, chaos. All because we have not been able to quiet our minds. We will spend more time practicing being present and less we will spend more time practicing being present and less invested in doing something, thinking it will take us somewhere better than being here. And eventually, with enough time spent practicing being present to the now, we discover our real infinite nature inside. We realize we are spiritual beings and have everything we were looking for and so much more. The greatest mystics in history all discovered enlightenment when they were simply being quiet, relaxed, fully in the here and now. When their big awakening happened, they were not trying to do anything. This is the great mystery of life. And mystery of the mind is by far the greatest achievement mankind can ever have. Mastery of the mind. The experience of being here now, feeling one with the infinite, all-powerful, omniscient, universal God force is enough. It is empowering, highly enlightening to redefine all those old definitions of what it means to get somewhere special in your life. Being free from our family's unconscious myths and society's deep ignorant programming. When you were a child, what was communicated to you about anything? Anything spiritual? Anything about enlightenment? Did anybody have a clue what any of that was or how to experience an enlightened state of bliss? Did anyone ever show you how to open your chakras, meditate, or communicate with God? Most likely, everyone around you was more or less spiritually lost and then telling you what they believed would make you happy, loved, and successful in life. They wanted the best for you, yet ended up communicating to you how to be unhappy and unenlightened through their actions and belief system and behavior. That's it in a nutshell. You go back and think about your childhood. What do you remember was the typical standard story you were told that made you feel like a failure, isolated, unloved, or a sense of separation? What belief system did you inherit from your family that created massive limits on how you feel about yourself and life today? You may have heard some messages like, you need an education to become somebody. There just isn't enough time for that. We cannot afford that. You cannot be, do, or have X, Y, Z. You're just too much of a blah, 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 blah. And naturally, we are all very gullible as children. Yet if we did not become identified with our family's limiting belief system, we may not be here. If we didn't think like they did, they might have stopped feeding us, pushed us out to the tribe, out of the tribe. We needed to think small, do what we were told, obey the one in charge in order to remain accepted, loved, and alive. From the moment we were born, we all received the idea that this state, this unenlightened state of life, was the norm. It's the way life is. Hey, you know, what are you going to do? It's the way life is. You may have seen all the insane world problems on the nightly TV news, thought that this was how the entire world operated, and mass suffering was just the way things were. And as we became teenagers, we either rebelled or became assimilated into the unenlightenment system. That's what it is on this planet. It's an unenlightenment system. And we fell deeper into the story of separation. And the more we accepted or rebelled from our community, the greater our feelings of lack, isolation, and struggle grew inside. Being surrounded by unenlightened people was an enormous lose-lose situation. And to make matters worse, we were forced to attend some jail-like educational system, which worked about 3% of our brain's potentiality, was designed to churn out brilliant, creative kids through a social formatting grinder so they become hard workers for the system. We were taught wonderful lies that everyone believed to be true, like how a human life expectancy should be only 75 to 100 years old, when really our DNA can last 300 years and beyond. We were told that we would have to work really hard to have a home, limited energy, resources, food, knowledge, and power. We were never taught to rebel against authority, think freely, independently, or even consider the possibility of becoming spiritually enlightened. The school system made it illegal to teach children, or unlawful to teach children, how to find a deep inner connection with the infinite source. It was not important to learn how to meditate, heal your body through your breath, how to make tantric love, master your mind through totally quietness and stillness, enjoy all our emotions, know the infinite truth of who you are, or how to achieve absolute inner freedom and bliss. This society all around you is still hypnotizing adults and their children to believe that success is all about achieving a higher level of status, money, and career. Our poor education system is still in its infancy and simply has never had a large dose of enlightenment, so it doesn't know any better. There are many awakened beings in the world today who know the truth that real success in life is defined by how liberated, spiritually rich, loving, and enlightened you are as a human being. The world is slowly waking up, one being at a time. People are beginning to see that happiness is not something you can attain from striving to achieve the right income, status, career, marriage, or diploma. Striving to reach these things will only distract you from walking your spiritual path and discover the most rewarding life experience of them all. Remember, whatever limited ideas that you received from your family or school system were their limitations. Not yours, theirs. And when you stop and give back those beliefs, you can reclaim your spiritual freedom again within yourself. The limiting beliefs handed down from your family run deep in your blood, and it will take every ounce of awareness inside you to see them. Freedom will occur when they are fully seen, felt into, and released from your mental, emotional body, as well as your subconscious mind. We must choose to forgive all these people of their unenlightened programming if we are ever to be fully free. It is all karmic, and nobody is to blame. They simply were not taught by their parents how to live in a constant state of wonder and amazement in their lives while doing daily tasks like changing diapers or cutting the grass and going to work and paying your bills. And when we forgive them and see how they were not raised by fully self-realized, self-actualized, enlightened beings, we can easily forgive ourselves for the limiting beliefs and negative feelings about ourselves that we inherited. Many of us, it's like, be outrageous and stop hiding from your spiritual power in some safe little fishbowl. And a lot of us are like that. We hide from our own power. We can often hide from our life mission and spiritual purpose in our mind. Thoughts are safe, while real life experiences out there seem dangerous, scary, and unsafe. Life is inherently insecure because death is always potentially around the next corner. We might find it easier not to take risks and to go for our big dreams in this life, for fear of getting hurt or lost in the wild ocean. When we only choose to stay safe, comfy, and basically dead inside our little comfortable fish bowls of old habits, we only do the things that once gave a sense of confidence and security and stop growing completely. Life is this beautiful, natural chaos with a divine cosmic structure. Our lives are this daily adventurous roller coaster ride that we need to learn how to enjoy. Life is meant to be fun because you just don't know exactly how things will turn out. You won't know until the last second how you will respond to what someone says or how you'll make the most important decision you need to make. Each experience in your life is here for your spiritual growth. Each boring, exciting, or normal experience is meant to expand you, help you see and feel the entire ocean around you now. And yes, jump out of your safe little fishbowl and swim in the ocean of existence. It's easy to do. Simply stop thinking about your life and actually start enjoying the one you're living, feeling, and breathing in the now. Embracing love and every fear that arises. I want you to breathe this in as I share it with you. Embracing love and every fear that arises. The less fear we are holding in the body, the more we can relax and open ourselves up to experiencing a more expansive, enlightened state of consciousness. All fears are simply emotionally contracted thoughts invented by a mind that still believes it is disconnected from the source. Because the mind believes it's disconnected from the source. It's good to know that the word fear actually stands for false evidence appearing real. To transcend any fear, first discover what you are deeply afraid of. You can access any fear by opening yourself up to another person intimately or letting the other peer into you. Soon you will be able to see deeper into yourself and understand exactly what you are running from in your life. Once you know what you are running away from, once you identify it, run towards it. Welcome it into your heart with a big embrace. This approach will dissolve any fear instantly. And in time, it will be completely released from your body. The more practice you have in embracing your fears, the easier it becomes to find total relaxation so that you can access your full spiritual connection within your consciousness. Stop trying to continuously improve or fix yourself. There's a lot of people on this planet that are doing that right now in this very moment, very now. It may seem contradictory, right? Yet it's actually complementary. How often do you find yourself trying to replace your negative thoughts and feelings with positive ones? How much of your life has been spent trying to heal yourself or your mind? Is all the effort and energy you're putting into improving you actually making you relax into the experience? that you are already divine, already sacred, deeply lovable, and already connected to the God source. The result from continuously fixing, improving, and healing yourself is perpetuating the feeling of, I am not okay exactly as I am. Any unconscious self-improvement habit is just another egoic dis-ease. The real problem is not what it appears to be. Go to the root of the matter. Which is this dualistic mind, and uproot the entire I'm broken and need to be fixed emotional program. Realize that who you are is neither these negative or positive thoughts, yet the consciousness and awareness behind them. Only through pure awareness will you be able to stop the habit of trying to change, fix, and improve yourself, and instead surrender deeply into the spiritual sacred core of your being, where self-realization is. Remember, your soul houses the God, the pure consciousness. How many of us spend time enjoying the practice of quieting the incessant, chattering, repetitive mind? You ever said, I'm going to sit by myself and I'm going to quiet my mind by not engaging it, by not participating with it? You see, the mind is limited. It's a limited conglomeration of ideas and beliefs about who we think we are and what really is, what reality is. It behaves much like a computer that is unaware of itself and just spits out information that was programmed into it. The mind's like a machine, so it is not conscious. That sounds strange. The mind is not conscious. The mind is a horrible master and a wonderful servant. We need to train the mind so that we can use it instead of being used by it. It cannot remain in the present moment. It must keep moving with ideas that engage the past and the future to remain in control of you. And when we quiet the mind, we regain control of it. When was the last time you quieted your mind? The more we can practice paying attention to the stillness and silence that is behind the chattering mind, the less power the mind has over you, and the less you'll get trapped in your limited ego or identity. The word ego, E-G-O, is really just an acronym for excluding God's omnipresence. Through the constant awareness of our ego, we can bypass the mind and access this omnipresent divine spiritual energy inside us. We can discover our natural enlightened state. We become aligned with the bigger truth that we already are infinite spiritual beings who have illusionary challenges that make us grow. And when the mind is quiet, we can enjoy this divine play and find real peace within the entire dynamic. We find full acceptance that we are both the ego and the spirit. And know all is perfect as it is. Releasing all attachments and aversion to everyone and everything, that's not easy. Releasing all attachments and aversions to everyone and everything. As humans, we tend to get attached to or avoid certain thoughts and feelings we believe make us happy or unhappy. We get into habits of resisting life and trying to control our experiences so that we get what we think will only bring us joy and avoid what makes us unhappy. We even create these patterns based on what others say, feel, and believe, and ignore our own inner voice and connection. And this attachment and avoidance habit manifests because deep down we feel disconnected from our spiritual source. We are all still trying to find some form of security by controlling our reality. And when we're young, right, we saw others avoiding what is painful and remaining attached to what is pleasurable and believe this is how it should be done. The enlightened state shows up when we listen to our heart and stop being attached to our avoiding anything. And when we understand that life is like a pendulum designed to swing and give us both experiences of pain and pleasure, we can transcend them both. By accepting this natural pendulum swing, we become free from being the one who always needs to be in control and running the show. Pain and suffering are just the universe's way of telling us to let go and trust the flow. The purpose of feeling pain is not to create more suffering, yet for you to wake up and create an immediate new life change. This change is necessary for you to evolve and eventually drop all identity with your ego trip so you can return to your attachments and aversions. You can genuinely enjoy your life again. You then start energetically communicating to this universe that you are abundant, thankful, happy, beautiful, and free. This experience allows you to expand in consciousness and deepen your connection to your infinite source inside. And being free from the illusion that you're separate from the infinite source of love, energy, and coincidence. It's an illusion. You're not separate. Feeling separate and disconnected from our universe is the unenlightened state, which majority of people on this planet are currently in. We become enlightened when we are continuously aware how deeply and intimately connected we already are. The illusion of separation is not an accident or coincidence, as we don't believe in coincidence anyway. This universe is extremely intelligent. Every feeling of separation is needed so that coming spiritually home is that much more amazing. The polarization of separation, unification, breeds a juicy fruit, truly juicy fruit, alive and incredible experience of life. When we become enlightened, we will see the full illusion and know how to stop manifesting another experience of loss, failure, or separation again. The illusion that we are not connected to the divine is karmic. It stems from lifetimes of our mind's attachment and avoidance, of limiting ideas of who and what we think we are. And once we untangle ourselves from our fun, sticky karmic mess, we will remember that we were always one energy, one sea of consciousness, and always connected with our source. All experiences of suffering simply drop away when we pay closer attention to who we truly are. We're the God, the pure consciousness, the kingdom of God, the heaven on earth. That's what we are in these bodies. All suffering comes from a lack of awareness of our divinity. And once we stop forgetting our eternal abundant nature, we begin stepping forward into a life of overflowing with synchronicity, ease, grace, love, and knowing our divine unlimited nature. Waking up is as simple and easy as remembering that the sun is always on, always bright, always shining somewhere. Know that who you truly are is already awake, enlightened, loving, and free. When it comes down to it, we already have everything we need inside us to experience all the love, joy, and happiness we could ever desire. All efforting to get anywhere better than here is simply divine misguidance. The universe is already amazing. You are already amazing. And this moment is totally amazing. And by sitting in awe of this amazingness that is already here now, we wake up to the spiritual immensity of our being. We suddenly stop playing small. We end all of our suffering, continuously step into the vastness of our totality. The pathway into enlightenment is a perpetual journey into the now. This wonderful yet treacherous journey involves getting to know ourselves very intimately, gently, spiritually. When we break free from the hard, cold, calculating mind, we realize who we truly are is love itself. We then find out our life's spiritual mission and sole purpose is to radiate this love everywhere we are. And when we know our real nature is the divine itself, we become desireless, selfless, and effortlessly remember how deeply, intimately, and infinitely connected we already are to the spiritual source inside it all. Nothing is lacking in you. You cannot be improved upon. People who try to improve you are destroying you, and they are the real mischief makers. There are so many improvers in this world, and that's why the world is such a chaos. There are too many people trying to improve you. Don't allow anybody to improve you. You already are the last word. You're not only the Alpha, you are the Omega also. You are the whole. You're complete, and you're perfect. Even if you feel imperfect, that imperfection is perfect. Do not worry about it. It will look strange to others if you say that your imperfection is also perfect. And nothing is lacking in you. Yet the fact that you appear imperfect, not because you are imperfect, but because you are a growing perfection. We think perfection cannot evolve. Because what we mean by perfection is that which has come to its last growth. And this definition of perfection is dead. God is perfect because God lacks nothing. God goes on growing from one perfection to another. The growth continues. God is evolving, not moving from imperfection to perfection, but from perfection to more perfection, to still more perfection. Okay. Join in meditation. I'll return to close us out. Take an easy and slow breath in through the nose, and an easy and slow breath out from the mouth. Remain still, relaxed into your body, focused on your breath, rising and falling. All the very core of your being is the source of pure consciousness. It's the most brilliant, beautiful, multi-dimensional energy that you'll find in this entire universe. It's greatest shimmering diamond with 100,000 sparkling facets and cannot be compared to anything. You already are this divinely bright, scintillating consciousness. Don't think about it. That's the working of the mind. Let's relax deeper into your awareness. When you surrender into this sacred inner jewel and explore it intimately, you soon realize how it allows you to receive every experience of life. Without it, you'd have nothing. Your radar, pure, conscious, your radiant, pure conscious accepts all, embraces all, loves all, and welcomes all experiences. It doesn't push away any negative experience or try to put or pull towards it only positive experiences. It knows that each life experience, whether it's painful or pleasurable, is a vital ingredient needing on the soul's path towards enlightenment. Every soup needs a little spice, a bit of salt, a little sweetness to make it perfectly balanced. My invitation to you today is to merge with and connect deeper with your all-welcoming, non-judging consciousness. Notice how amazing this existence is. And when you have no resistance to the divine diamond inside you now, take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, the following morning. We'll return here Sunday, June 29, 2025, after 3:15 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call. Be gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself at all times. Be in the highest of the highest high, deepest of the deepest deepest, and purest of the purest purest, eternal gratitude at all times, no matter what's going on within you or outside of you. Open your heart. Allow the magic to flow in.